Good afternoon, Belize. It's midday and you're tuned into the news at noon, where we bring you the latest updates from around the country. I'm Isani Cayetano, and here's what's making headlines today. Unions turn up the heat. Salary talks resume with government today. Family demands answers after a man dies in police custody in San Pedro. A leaky roof at the new St. Matthew's Government School prompts quick action from MIDH. And from fire to flavor, Belize City wakes up to the magic of pork pibil every Saturday. These stories and more are coming up in just 1 minute.
In the face of tragedy, you depend on accurate and timely information. In times of triumph, you seek to be inspired. You demand transparency and accountability. Your desire is to know and to understand, to be heard and seen. I take pride in telling stories that safeguard communities. Your dedication and success live on through these reports. Getting to the truth is my duty. My unwavering commitment is to tell the stories that matter the most to you. I am News 5.
Welcome back. The Joint Union Negotiation Team is heading into today's meeting with the Britannia administration, ready to fight for what they say is long overdue. An 8.5% salary increase for teachers. And that's just the start. The high-stakes sit-down comes just 3 days after union members took to the streets of Belmopan in a bold demonstration, demanding better pay and improved working conditions. Now, all eyes are on Belize City, where union leaders and government negotiators are set to face off this afternoon. We're not backing down, said Dean Flowers, president of the Public Service Union, when we spoke with him on Friday. We've made our position clear, and we expect the government to come to the table in good faith, he said. The unions say they have waited long enough and are determined to hold the government accountable. But will today's talks lead to real progress or more delays?
The only thing that can be expected is that the meeting lasts 10 minutes. Because I don't know what it is that we're going there to talk about. Similar to the Prime Minister, when the only meeting that he would have convened with the union, they show up without an agenda. They told us they want to have a conversation on March 12th. Without an agenda, how can we prepare? How can I know what to expect? And so if it is that we will go there without an agenda and without a response on what is currently before us, the issues that are currently before us, then I think it will be a very short-lived meeting. That's my personal opinion. That's my perspective on the meeting on Tuesday. It makes no sense for us to go into that meeting to simply look at each other and talk about continuing dialogue, and I like and I respect and make we talk to each other rather than talk at each other. Listen to me. With the singer same tune there for over 5 years now, my brother. It is time for us to make meaningful progress around the table. The appeasing of the unions is a good thing, but there comes a time where progress has to be meaningful. And I think that after having sat with the Britannia administration in their first term, it is now time that we both deliver on what we've committed to.
Stay tuned as we bring you updates from the negotiation table. The sudden death of 32-year-old Selvin Cely after being taken into police custody has sparked public outcry and raised serious questions about police conduct in San Pedro. According to official reports, Cely was found trespassing on private property on Monday and had climbed a tree when approached by police. Officers say he became aggressive and refused to cooperate, prompting them to use force to restrain him. But shortly after being detained, Cely began showing signs of distress. He was rushed to the San Pedro Polyclinic, where he later died. The Belize Police Department says the Professional Standards Branch is investigating the incident. However, many in the community, and especially Cely's family, are not convinced the full story is being told. On social media, relatives and friends have expressed heartbreak and frustration, pointing out that Cely had long struggled with mental health issues. One family member wrote on Facebook, quote, "Selvin was no saint. He had his own struggles, like many of us. But to me, he was a wonderful nephew. I pray that the truth comes to light and justice is served," end quote. The case has reignited concerns about how law enforcement handles individuals with mental health challenges and whether enough is being done to ensure accountability. We'll continue to follow this developing story as more details emerge. A teacher's public plea over a leaking classroom roof has prompted swift action from the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing. The issue came to light when a teacher at St. Matthew's Government School voiced her frustration, saying the leak was soaking her lesson charts and leaving puddles of water inside the classroom. What's more troubling? The building is brand new, officially opened just 6 months ago in November 2024. Thanks to a joint effort between the ministry and the local community, the school was rebuilt after a fire destroyed the previous structure. But now, concerns are rising over the quality of construction. ERA Representative Julius Espat confirmed this morning that contractors are already on site assessing the damage. We're taking this seriously, he said. We want to ensure our children and teachers have a safe and comfortable learning environment, end quote. The teacher's bold move to speak out has not only drawn attention to the issue, but also triggered a quick response. Proof that sometimes one voice can really make a difference.
Well, we got the information last night, really. And so we sent out one of our main engineers along with the contractor to have a look at it. It's not a major issue. There's a lot of trees that are around the building, and therefore a lot of leaves fell on the slab and eventually clogged up all the drain pipes that are located there. So we will have to trim the trees, and we'll have to make sure that the management of the school does a little bit more periodic maintenance to make sure that all the drains are free. And we're also analyzing that it might be recommended to put in a couple more drain holes to make sure that this doesn't happen in the future. But we will address it immediately. The building is all under warranty, and so the contractor is already on site and they will deal with it. It's nothing complicated.
Every Saturday morning, the savory scent of slow-roasted pork drifts through the streets of Belize City, drawing hungry crowds to a small but mighty taco stand. Behind the magic is Adolfo Reyes, the passionate owner of Dolph Pitmaster Tacos, who spends a full 24 hours preparing his signature dish, cochinita, also known as pork pibil. This isn't just any pork dish. It's a centuries-old Yucatec Maya recipe that dates back to the 1500s, after the Spanish brought pigs to the Yucatan. Wrapped in a banana leaf and marinated in a rich blend of spices and citrus, the pork is slowly cooked to perfection, resulting in a melt-in-your-mouth experience that keeps customers lining up week after week. Reyes, who has spent the last decade sharing his culture through food, says it's all about honoring his roots. The dish tells a story, he says. It's history, heritage, and heart, all in one bite. Pork pibil holds a special place in northern Belize, where Yucatec Maya traditions remain strong. And, thanks to Reyes, that cultural pride is now being served up hot and fresh across the country.
I used to be a businessman in Orange Walk. I used to have my own tortilla factory. It's a family business from since I was born. My dad he was one of the pioneers for the tortilla factory in Orange Walk.
So it was
United Nations tortilla factory back then.
United
Nations,
UN.
Yeah.
It's international.
Yeah, we used to from little then we used to work. It was still a family business like now still, and thanks to the family, that we've been working. Tedious. This is a tedious job because we have to work from Thursday, start to cook Thursday, clean, go to the shipyard, pick up meat, and a lot of work. And then prepared for Friday morning, we take it out from 12 in the morning to make it cool off, freeze, and then back here in Belize. Just one day at Belize. But then we work Saturdays and Sundays at Orange Walk. Yeah, we have two places. When we finish from Belize, we just go back to Orange Walk, take on E5, 5 o'clock with the work, from 5 till 3 o'clock in the morning, the Orange Walk. So a lot of work.
Catch more of this flavorful journey in today's installment of Culture Tuesday. You won't want to miss it. That's a wrap for the news at noon, but don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit channel5beliefs.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes tomorrow morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.
Veracidad, imparcialidad.
Hemos estado haciendo el trabajo como organización.
Y tus noticias en español.
Están en aguas beliceñas, entonces esta bandera se queda aquí.
Sintoniza Canal 5 cada viernes a las 7 de la noche.
Tenemos que resolver los grandes problemas de este país.
Su voz importa, su acción cuenta.
Transfusión sanguínea, elementos que indican un deterioro evidente del estado de salud.
Somos Noticiero 5 semanal.
Perdió la vida en un heroico intento de proteger a su hermano. El Tribunal de Magistrados de la ciudad de Belice se paralizó. La policía está investigando 2 asesinatos separados.
Tu fuente de información.